Jacksonville, Florida. A ban on abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy took effect in Florida on Wednesday just after midnight. Before that, the state had been a refuge for abortion access in the South after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Florida banned abortions after 15 weeks in 2022, but the vast majority of its neighboring states had stricter restrictions, so more than 9,300 people traveled here last year for abortion care. That's more than double the number in 2020, according to data from the Guttmacher Institute, a research organization that supports abortion access. Around 84,000 abortions were performed in Florida last year, about 1 in 12 nationwide. Florida's new law will curtail that trend. It is now a felony in the state to perform or actively participate in an abortion after 6 weeks gestation, which is about 2 weeks after a missed period. The ban has exceptions for rape, incest and human trafficking up to 15 weeks of pregnancy. State law also allows abortions to save a woman's life or to prevent substantial and irreversible physical impairment, but doctors might still worry about their legal liability. It's going to cause delays in care that are going to cost women significant health hazards or risks, Dr. Daniel Sachs, a provider at Presidential Women's Center in West Palm Beach, said of the new law. Abortion providers in Florida worked to see as many patients as possible in the weeks before the ban took effect. They said some patients were confused about Florida's restrictions and timelines, especially given that about a year has passed since Governor Ron DeSantis signed the 6-week ban. The policy had been temporarily blocked ahead of a state Supreme Court ruling last month that cleared the way for it to become law. Florida also requires 2 in-person visits to a clinic, 24 hours apart, ahead of an abortion, a rule some patients don't know about. Cassie, 20, a native Floridian who asked that her last name be withheld to maintain her privacy, had her first consultation at an abortion clinic in Fort Pierce on Monday. She hadn't been aware that the 6-week ban was scheduled to take effect 2 days later. I knew that they were trying to do it, but I did not know that it actually happened, Cassie said. She was less than 6 weeks pregnant, but she acknowledged that she could have easily missed that deadline once the new law took effect. Cassie lives in an RV with her partner and her 1-year-old son. She wants another child, she said, but can't afford it right now. I would not be able to provide for my son as best as I could, she said, adding that a second child would make it hard to even afford to eat or even to pay for small expenditures like tires on the car. On her way into the clinic Monday, she stopped to confront a protester who urged her to continue her pregnancy. "First thing I said was, 'Will you help me and my family get a mortgage?' she said.